your career, and I know you do play a lot of NBA 2K, and you play a different position than you play in real life, so tell us about that. Why?
I mean, there's partly two reasons. I think as a big, especially, I mean, in 2K and real life, you kind of have the most control of the game. Like, you can defend the rim, you can affect shots, you can grab all the rebounds, you can control who you're passing it to off an inbound. Off of a missed shot, you can bring the ball up yourself. Like, I feel like you just have a huge impact on the game. And I also don't really have, like, the guard.
And don't let the high fashion fool you. These Brooklyn Nets mean business. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Durham. Johnson is out there with the star Thompson. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Robinson in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Torrey is out there with Demon. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Mike. Not. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it.
For free.
Tell us more about your center build. How tall is he? What's his wingspan? Where are you putting their cap breakers?
Man, I have like 7 builds, and all of them are bigs. I have like
love that.
I've got like a Shaq big. I got like a stretch big. I've got just like a pure lock big. But probably the one that I'd use the most is like more of a balanced one.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Durham. Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Johnson, and it's Thompson in at the 3. And for the 76ers, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Back to George. Pass to Edgecombe. Lays it up and puts it in. Edgecombe's got his second bucket.
A supreme athlete. Edgecombe can blow through the contact.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. The Pistons working the ball around now. Cunningham with it. George picks him up. Count it. Good.
And sometimes you forget Cunningham's height, but what he puts it to use down low.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Lowry. It's blocked. Cunningham up top. Put it down! Wow!
Oh, my
gracious. Way to get up.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
One of the league's best wing shooters. PG provides offense night in and night out.
Johnson kicks to Cunningham. Thompson in the corner. Johnson, the pass to Robinson. To Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Thompson. Offline with his 3. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Embiid dishes to Lowry. spray outside. Here's George. And they recover it. Embiid kicks to George. The three. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Hammering the offensive glass. Embiid putting that big size to use.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. It's stolen by Lowry. Pass to Edgecombe. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson. Pistons trail by 5. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, well, they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Lowry against Cunningham. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Lowry. On the wing, George. Lock at 6.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Johnson, the pass to Thompson. Back to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Lowry's shot is good.
And try and name a six-footer who likes to operate inside more than Lowry. He is a beast.
Back to Thompson. Johnson finds Cunningham. And here is Johnson. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Pistons second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
To the middle, George. And it's George finishing it off.
I like to see that. PG getting after it.
The Pistons trailing. Robinson kicks to Johnson. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. And taken away by Johnson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
At the line for the Pistons.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
At the line for 1.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to George. It's stolen by Johnson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The 76ers trail by 7. Now Edgecombe. Here he goes. Count that one. Edgecombe's got 6.
Man, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
Embiid with the steal. Cunningham against Lowry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And for over a decade in the NBA, great Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Kelly Oubre. Edgecombe with it. He has 6. Pass to George. Puts up a deep 3. Johnson with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
The Pistons leading. And he drives in. Oh, that's blocked. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
About 5 of 6 to start. Looks like he brought his A game.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And it's blocked. Pass break. Here we go.
Well,
Detroit.
Talk about upside. DJ Edgecombe has as much as anyone in this class, except for maybe the top pick, Cooper Flag.
Frank, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can.
Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
They've got Lowry. Watford out there with George. Then there's Oubre. And it's Bona in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Watford. George passes to Oubre.
I like the contest from Harris, doing anything he can to alter that shot.
Here's Johnson. He takes it in. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Cunningham. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal
And I
foul.
think that play sort of sums up what we've seen
Shooting for Detroit,
tonight. Just simply
Cade
being
Cunningham.
outplayed
At the
both
line for
sides
one.
of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Pass to Johnson. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep it in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Thompson passes to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. They get it again. Tries yet again. Johnson finds Duran. To the paint. Back to Johnson.
Just another thing that PG does well, using his reach and agility to be a solid defender.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Philadelphia. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, you know, each team wants to take it to the other. I'm sure we will see a lot of toying around with lineups and see what types of matchups work best.
Cunningham with it. Watford on him. Cunningham's shot is off.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Watford passes to George. Oubre, no one around him. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Oubre's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Johnson kicks to Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Pass to Cunningham. And here is Johnson, defended by George. Cunningham for 3. The rebound by Paul George.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys?
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Embiid, no good. Detroit leading by 9. Down low. Duran, the pass to Johnson. There's the lob to Duran. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Johnson dishes to Robinson. From past the arc. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Embiid in the corner. Detroit with the rebound. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Oubre. With the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Thompson. First.
In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. Back to Cunningham. Over Watford. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Cunningham with it. George picks him up, and the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Watford. That shot missing. Great defense that time from Duran. Cunningham passes to Johnson. To Cunningham. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Good on the three-point shot. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
A shot Cunningham continues to hone. When he's connecting from deep, this offense really opens up.
Timeout called the 76ers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Embiid, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build.
Oh, wow!
Thompson.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The 11-footer. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow!
Inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Cunningham dishes it to Johnson. Tries again. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oubre kicks to Lowry. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
We see this so often. Embiid makes a strong move, drawing contact, and completes the play.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Kelly Oubre. And Detroit with a change here, too. Jenkins is checked in for Robinson. Jenkins the pass to Johnson. Now here's Jenkins. And Embiid with the block.
Ooh, that's what you call protecting the rim, baby. Great job by Embiid.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. At one point, they led by 16. Out to Thompson. Pass to Jenkins. Now Johnson. Edwards defending. It's stolen by Lowry. At the elbow, Edwards. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal swing.
That's going to draw.
And so it's Detroit with a 6-point
score. Philadelphia 58, the Pistons 64. And how about a big round of applause for your Sixers youth.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. We've got Johnson. Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Durham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot.
When PG catches fire, few things can put him out. We've seen him go off tonight.
Here's Cunningham. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Johnson dishes to Cunningham. Johnson, the pass to Cunningham. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the score?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. Robinson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Robinson's got 6.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Johnson finds Cunningham, and it's in there. Cunningham's got 6 here in this quarter.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
To the wing right side. Pass to George. From the line, again, Philadelphia.
Don't forget about PG's in between game. It's more than just solid.
Cunningham drives it in. And Cunningham with the slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Oubre. Johnson with the block. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry.
Personal foul.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Cunningham. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Cunningham's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Embiid kicks to Lowry. Now Edgecombe. He's got 13. Fires it up. Rebound, Detroit. Johnson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Robinson passes to Johnson. Second chance shot. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. 12 points for him.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Lowry kicks to George. Shoots over Johnson. George, no good. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 15-6 run. Back to Johnson. Shoots from 8. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Out to the right wing. The second chance effort. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
This is one of those nights where he's been good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
George with the steal. Lowry against Cunningham. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's George. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's. Now here's Duran. Covered by Oubre. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist from Duran. Cunningham's got 12 now in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And we heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Trendon Watford's checked in for Edgecombe. Back to Oubre. And he uses the glass on the layup. Oubre's got 7.
Crafty and cash it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And it's Paul George with the foul.
Paul George.
That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia. Johnson, the pass to Thompson. Back to Johnson. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
You got to give it up for Lowry's toughness. He's got that scorer's mentality. Some contact won't stop him from converting.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Officials are all over that one.
3rd team.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They have found a lot of success in traffic. Running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and it's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Jalen Duran is 2nd.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Pass to Watford. Count it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Johnson, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. The 76ers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. George is out there with Oubre. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Barlow in its center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Duran, no good. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Edgecombe. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's George, and he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 24 points.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Oubre with it. Picked up by Thompson. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. Thompson passes to Johnson. Thompson in the posts. Edwards defending. Nice shot by Thompson.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Cunningham dishes it to Johnson. Cunningham passes to Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. PJ Edgecombe picks one up.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Oubre. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Robinson on the wing. Johnson dishes to Robinson.
Philadelphia foul. Barlow. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Cunningham. Here's Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Pistons.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Thompson finds Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. And here's Edwards from the arc.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want. And he is playing with 110% effort.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Edgecombe with it. Cunningham's there. Duran down low. Embiid's there. Duran no good. Here's Barlow. Rebounded by the Pistons. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Here's Cunningham. Defended by George. Johnson kicks to Cunningham. Just 4 to shoot. And good that time. Cunningham's got 33 points.
Yeah, Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Out left to the wing. Here's Barlow. And Cunningham with the block. Robinson passes to Thompson. Over Edgecombe. Second shot opportunity. Fires from deep. Thompson misses.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Pass to Edgecombe. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the 76ers call time here. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. What stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Pistons leading by 22. Johnson, the pass to Cunningham. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Lowry dishes to Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
That's on Jalen Durham.
At the line for your Sixers, Edwards.
Free throw good, Edwards. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And Edwards drops them both. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket I'm fine with that.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lowry. And it's good, 2 points. Detroit leading by 21. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Johnson. Excellent D there from George. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Cunningham passes to Johnson. Back to Cunningham. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Fourth personal foul.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
One shot.
That's good from Cunningham. Philadelphia shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Guarded by Robinson. George against Johnson. Outside for Robinson. They get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Bonus checked in. And Trendon Watford subbed in for Paul George. And a different look here for the Pistons. Paul Reed's checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Thompson. Green is checked in for Robinson. And it's Jenkins in for Cade Cunningham. Jenkins can't get it to go. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Jenkins the pass to Johnson. And Jenkins throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Jenkins, and it's denied. Lowry feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Here's Watford, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Johnson kicks to Jenkins. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Lowry. Outside Edwards. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Trendon Watford. Then for the Pistons, Duren, he's checked in for Reed, and it's Duncan Robinson in for Green. Inside, Paul George with the steal. Pass to Lowry. Back to George. Another shot. Outside for Lowry. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. It's stolen by Duren.
2 minutes remaining.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected King.
Takes it right at the man who just scored.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. And that one drops.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pass to Edgecombe. It's stolen by Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. One on Embiid. Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I was.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Reed comes in for Duren, and it's Green in for Duncan Robinson. That one falls. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pistons.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Johnson.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Reed the pass to Johnson, and finally they hit one.
Assisted.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Bucket is good.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Pistons passing it around. A shot by Johnson, no good. Edgecombe with it. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here.
The end of the game.
To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home
Can't wait to see you
at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard
When you hop on the game, you hop on with your partner, AC. I know you guys play a lot of 2K, especially in my career. Talk about AC and how did you guys build chemistry? How long have you guys been playing together, etc.?
Yeah, so we've been playing for a couple of years now. Yeah, he was actually a videographer for the G League down in the Clippers when I was over there for a little bit. And then he told me to hop on the game one time together. And I said, yeah, man, I'll play. But man, he's really, really good. And I've been playing 2K for a while.
It's time to meet the starting five for your Detroit Pistons. Starting at the shooting guard at 6 feet 7 inches, number 55.
And now Washington's starting group. We've got Davis. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Sarr in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Pistons, Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then it's Johnson, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
Now here's Johnson. Shot clock at 3. And stolen by Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
Young pass to Davis. Here's Sarr. Wizards passing it around. And Davis can't get it to go. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit, coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
In a hostile environment like that, the bench energy can really make a difference for your starter.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Johnson kicks to Cunningham. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
You know, when you watch Cunningham, he can take total control of a game. He's got that 6'6" length. And then you combine it with his dribbling and passing ability. An impressive package.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself, and that is the difference. Well, you love the effort from Cunningham in transition. He knows you have to convert those easy chances.
Here's Young, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Defender all over him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul.
And so Young nails them both. Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young playing.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he plays with.
Here's Young, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Sarr with it. Trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Wizards trail by 6. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Takes it inside, and Davis sends it back.
That is textbook rim protection from Davis. Going after the ball without making contact on the shooter.
Here's Thompson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
Now, here's Cunningham. Picked up 39 points in their last one against Philadelphia. Robinson for three. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Young. From deep. Rebound by the Pistons. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Robinson finds Johnson. Releases. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 8. So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
And you know, when I watched that game back, I thought they actually did play well. The other team just played better.
Young up top, covered by Cunningham. Johnson against Robinson. Johnson, the pass to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets for Davis. The defense can't let him get established positioning inside.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Young pass to Davis. Now Saar, defended by Duran. Back to Saar. Johnson outside. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. The shot comes out.
And they had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Davis sends it back.
Well, that's great defense by Davis. He is one of those guys who just dominates defensively.
Robinson finds Cunningham. Johnson outside. The kick out to Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Over Young. Cunningham gets the bucket. He's got 10.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here is Davis. He's coming off a 34-point game against Dallas.
And he really helped them control the game on the glass.
The shot misses. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Johnson. Outside for Robinson. Misses the three.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Young pass to Davis. Shoots over Johnson. And that one hits back iron.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
Johnson inside. Guarded by Robinson. And he recovers it. Vader on the way. Johnson, good. Johnson's got it back down to single digits for Washington. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks so much. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for a bit. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis. And coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Tobias Harris has checked in for Jalen Duran, and it's Jenkins in for Robinson. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
Pistons leading by 10. To the middle. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Here's Saar. Still scoreless. And here's Young from the arc. Johnson with the block. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance. Wizards trail by 12. So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Jackson. Saar out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot.
And when Young is running your offense, you're in good hands. Trae is great at getting everyone involved.
Thompson finds Johnson. Davis against Reed. And Saar pulls it down.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Anthony Davis, too much size.
Hey, I know AD can step outside, but when he operates around the hoop, it really breaks down the defense.
Reed the pass to Johnson. Here's Cunningham. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And that one's good, Champagny.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Cunningham. And he comes up with the deuce. Cunningham's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Pass to Davis. Young taking his time here. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Cunningham finds Reed. Right at the free throw line. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for him.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Cunningham against Young. Pass to Davis. Poked loose and taken away by Johnson. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. All right, a chance to check out stats for Keyshawn George. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Young passes to Davis. He was all alone on that one. 10 points for Davis.
And AD would be an elite big even if he didn't have a jumper. But the consistency of that shot really sets him apart.
Robinson misses.
And normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
Song. Excellent D there by Johnson. Pistons leading by 7. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Johnson can't hit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to Young. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Pocket 2. Robinson for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
Pass to Coulibaly. Young against Cunningham. High post Young. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Johnson kicks to Robinson. Back to Johnson. And it's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Howard time called by Detroit. And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Drops in the tray.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got some news from the Wizards' head athletic trainer. Apparently, that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. This is going to be a long-term issue and a lengthy recovery process. Unfortunately, they expect him to miss a significant amount of time. Not the news they were hoping for, guys.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this. But it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
Misses from close range. Pistons leading by 8. Johnson kicks to Cunningham. Duran trying to break free. Cunningham's shot is off. And it's Davis with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Young against Cunningham. Young passes to Davis. Here's Koulibaly. And another miss by Washington. Detroit's gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
And it's good for 2.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Robinson finds Johnson. And here is Duran. Cunningham on the wing. Defended by Young. Cunningham gets the bucket.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot. And boy, is he producing.
Davis looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. It's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Koulibaly. Johnson with the block. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Detroit. Jenkins comes in for Duncan Robinson. And the Wizards making a change here as well. George is checked in. Here's Johnson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Watching this rookie, Trey Johnson, he's got that combination and shooting that every coach wants. His team really excited about his future.
And the Pistons making a change here. Green's checked in. A change for the Wizards. Russell, he's checked in for Trae Young. Johnson, the pass to Duran. Johnson inside. Russell's there. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from George.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Koulibaly finds George. It's good from long range. George has got his second bucket tonight.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Green. Rebound, Washington.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The 3 from George. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Jenkins. 11 points for him in that last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Green, the pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Here's Jenkins. And it's sent back by George. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Stewart checked in for Detroit. The Wizards also changing it up. Riley comes in for Sarr. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Johnson. Russell steps back and trains the jump shot. Russell's got the lead up to 2 now for the Wizards. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Wizards.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, that and also, how about the level of activity we've seen from them defensively? They've been up on the ball, pressuring, active hands coming away with steals. It's just been great.
And a close game so far to the first half.
With the score, your Pistons, 54, the Wizards, 55.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Johnson is out there with the Sar Thompson. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 17 trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Here's Thompson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Koulibaly. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 5-point Wizards lead.
That board looked easy for Sar at 7-1. You expect second chance opportunities like that. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Yep, that one goes in there.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
There's the lob to Duren.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. A 2-point game. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin. Well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard. Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
And Cunningham with the block.
Nice job by Cunningham there, staying with it and using his length to get the rejection.
Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Pass to Davis. Now Sar. He's got 8. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for Washington. Timeout called the Pistons. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
He's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of Thompson surveying the floor. High post, Johnson. Cunningham on the wing. Over Young. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Cunningham.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Kane has every shot in his bag.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. From 13, and Davis sends it back. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Team second.
Young passes to Sarr. Pass to Johnson. Sarr in the post. Defended by Duran. It's good. And it's a 7-point Wizards lead.
And what a night. They just keep going to Davis.
Cunningham pushes it to Johnson. Ball's not loose. It's Young on the wing. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Young's got 9. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Wizards?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, it can be intimidating when you can't find any daylight, and that's been the case here. Disruptive defensively, blocking shots, altering shots, a real factor.
Left block shot on the way.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
It's stolen by Davis. Johnson for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Pistons trail by 9. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. The Pistons working the ball around now. Over Sarr. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 25 points.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Now, here's Johnson. With the teardrop. Got a hand on it. Koulibaly against Thompson. Duran. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Shot clock at 2. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second caution.
Wizards call timeout.
Which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic. I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Sarr out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Young. Then it's Johnson. And it's Koulibaly in at the 3, the small forward. Robinson for 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 8 rebounds in this game. Young in the corner. It's Davis on the wing. And the shot is long.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Poked away. Young with the steal. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. And then on Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
That's the essence of Davis's game, battling through contact and playing big inside.
Here's Jenkins. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Johnson, the pass to Young. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And Jenkins kicks to Johnson. Harris against Koulibaly. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
And Harris drops them both. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
And here's Harris from the arc. Washington with the rebound. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Stars shot is off.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Johnson inside. He's against Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
And here is Johnson. Pass to Davis. To take the lead. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Harris drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And oftentimes it's Harris spotting up. That drive may have caught the defense napping, and I really like the aggression.
And Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also can become a great defensive team.
Johnson outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. Saw's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Davis. Johnson with some nice D. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Pistons. They've held a 12-point lead early.
And with 4 fouls now, he has to be very careful.
Here's Young. Pass to Saw. Back to Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And that's just about automatic. You don't want to foul Young. He is over 80% for his career from the stripe.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate a clear sense of direction from this group.
He's off on the second. The Wizards with the lead. Outside, Davis. Pass to Saw. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Down low. Here's Durant. And it's blocked. It's Young on the wing. Hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 6-point Wizards lead.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
Johnson from outside. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Jenkins to stop the run. Goes back up. Outside for Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And here's Young from the arc. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Jenkins the pass to Robinson. Out to Harris. All alone. The offensive rebound. Here's Duren. The layup off target.
His defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Johnson outside. Back to Harris. Pass to Duren. And Jenkins kicks to Robinson. And the shot goes down.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Koulibaly. Takes it off the glass. Koulibaly's got 4 this quarter.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Here's Jenkins. Duren trying to break free. Great D that time from Davis. Washington leading now by 9. Here's Sarr. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Duren trying to break free. Good work there as it goes. Jenkins got 10 points here in the second half. Washington's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Lets it go with a 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding it.
Jenkins dishes to Johnson.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Sarr. Back to Young. From 8. And Washington again with the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Duren, no good.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Young in the corner. Hits the 3-point line. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Timeout called, the Pistons. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s, we were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we can do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And the Wizards making a change here. Carrington's checked in. They go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And that's a foul called on Money. And So it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it.